Eins og flestir vita þá var pönkið lengi á leið hingað til Íslands. Það sprakk ekki út af fullri alvöru fyrir 1980 þegar Bubbi og utangangsmenn gerðu allt vitlaust. En hér voru haldnir stór pönk tónleikar 3. maí 1978 þegar The Stranglers fylltu Laugardalshöllina og spiluðu grjóthart og íðilfagurt punkrock fyrir íslenska æsku. Þetta sama ár kom hingað hljómsveit, punk-hljómsveit mikil, og spilaði á sveitaböllum á Íslandi. Þetta var fyrsta punk-hljómsveit vestur Þýskalands. Þeir hétu og heita enn Big Balls and the Great White Idiot. Það var svo vorið 2024 að tveir meðlimir sveitarinnar, þeir Atli og Alfred Grund, komu til Íslands í tilefni því að það var sýningu pabba þeirra, Lothar Grund, í Þjóðskjalasafninu. Lothar þessi kom til Íslands árið 1950 og starfaði hér lengi sem leikmyndateiknari í Þjóðleikhúsinu. Hann giftist leikkonunni Önnu Þorbjörgu Halldórsdóttur og með henni eignaðist Lothar bræður 3, Pétur, Atla og Alfred. Pétur Grund var trommari Big Balls, Atli Grund var gítarleikarinn og Alfred Grund var bassalekarinn. Ég hóaði í þá Atla og Alfred, Pétur nú látinn, og tók við á smá spjall, smá viðtal sem kemur hérna á eftir, og fór svo með á í punksafnið þar sem að Gunnþór tók vel á mót okkur. So when did you move away from Iceland? Were you all living here, 3 brothers?
It was 63 or something like this.
Yeah.
56 I was born, so 4 years later we went away.
Yes, it got just for 1 year.
Then we came back, huh?
Yeah. It was so they were born here in Iceland. My father is a German and mother is Icelandic, and both brothers, they're born in Iceland, and then they said the third kid has to be born in Germany, and therefore they moved. I was born 1960 to Germany for 1 year, then they come back to Iceland again for 2-3 years, something like this, and then they said, okay, they turn over to Germany.
So your main youth was spent in Germany when you were disco-onic music and
Yeah.
fighting all the
Yeah.
influences. And is it right that you were like one of the first German punk bands?
Yes.
And where did you like get this information about the music?
That was Peter. Peter was in. We often drove to London. So we had possibility to move over to London really cheap from to Harwich with a ferry, and therefore we often were in London to buy new records and stuff. And Peter was there 75, 76. He comes back because he bought the first single from Sex Pistols underneath in the table, in the bar in London, and because it was nearly not allowed to buy this album. It was really strange at this time, and he get this album and the single, and then he goes found from Ramones, the first album from Ramones was, and he comes back and said, he has the new thing that's absolutely fantastic. And then a few months later we had a band.
And did you always play together, the brothers, before?
No, we started then.
And you all knew how to play, or?
Yeah, I played before in several other bands, but
Okay.
only like blues and rhythm and blues and West Coast stuff, rock and roll and something like that, mixed.
And you were quite young at the time. You were the youngest, maybe 16 or?
15 as we start with before. And I played also before with a few friends, and but we make stuff a bit like old Bowie style, or then we had a political band in Germany called Tonsteine Scherben. It was an anarcho band, and a bit in this style, hard. And then we said, okay, we come together. They start to build this band with Wolle, Atli, and Peter, and then they also played guitar, and then they asked me because they hadn't a bass player, and then I said, okay, then I play the bass. It's similar, it's just have strings. It can't be a big problem.
No. So,
and then we start.
So who was the Valle guy, the non-brother member?
That was Wolle. It was old buddy.
Yeah.
You
And even the fifth man, the Baron.
Yeah, that was. You want to?
He was a guy, we met him with his friend. They made a kind of snack bar and afterwards a tattoo studio, and they were rock and roller, old rock and roller, but more hard, fast and so on. And we met them in this snack bar and were talking about punk rock, and they said rock and roll and Stones, that's much better, punk is shit and so on. But we came together in a way, and so we asked him if he would like to be singer from our band.
Like the main singer.
Yeah.
Front
He
man.
always said, when we went to the studio, but my throat and so on.
I have cold.
Better you sing this song. And after a while, we realized he can't sing.
So did you never play live with him? Or?
Yes, we played live with him.
And is it true that he had like a Nazi uniform?
No.
He made it this way, that this where
blind.
The blind signs and got on and this funny thing is that the record company, the first thing from the album, they put this blind sign away, you know. The Great Britain said, no, it's not allowed, you know. That's the thing what we mean, you know. We're against and not. And you know,
we are blind.
he was
not Nazis.
Yeah.
Nazis are blind.
So you got a record deal with this Nova, which is kind of like a mainstream.
Yeah,
like mainstream label.
Yeah.
And they were interested in.
Yeah, I can explain it. It was so. I had with a friend from me, as we were really young. We had a project. Somebody from a karate thing, you know. That was a guy from the Reeperbahn, you know.
The party
and
street.
It was a red light district, and they wanted to make a musical, and they asked us, you know, if we can do. And I said, I think we are wrong, and I'm not old enough, and so on, and this. But my brothers already want to start a band now. Maybe that's quite interesting. And then he said, okay, I want to listen to it. And then I said, okay, I'll play the bass for you, that we are full. And then he came to the rehearsal room and had a friend, he was working at Teldec. Not at Teldec, no, for a publisher. And they both came there and said, okay, cool, you know. I will find a contract, that's a new thing, what's going on, and we already played, I think, 4th or 5th time in a rehearsal room, and then we have a contract with the publisher, 1 month later a contract with Teldec, getting really fast. That was all from this red light district.
Contacts.
Yeah, contacts.
And so how was the music received when it came out in Germany? Was it ready for punk rock?
I think we said quite good.
Oh.
Yeah. But it was a bit more problem if you played, by the way, at Netherlands or Holland, because that was at the beginning from punk. They're more. They don't like that we have long hairs and you know, and not uniformed. You know, the kind of punks start to get uniformed or all looks the same. And we came more from this punk scene that everything's allowed. You know, to be just like you are and do what you want. Be an anarchist. That's more the way we come to punk, and the uniform style, that was not directly our style, and that was more than a problem in Netherlands. And then of course long hair and Germany, and there's always a struggle between Netherlands and Germany.
Also they thought, because we came from Germany and so on, and maybe also because of the cover or whatever, they thought we are Nazis. Fucking Nazis, and then they're throwing beer bottles and everything to us. And was heißt Eimer? Big cans with water and soap inside.
Soap.
Yeah.
And we were standing there with electric guitars. Fucking hell, and then they wanted to cheer us up from the stage, and we had to kick it.
It was really for us. We were a bit shocked because I think the lyrics from the album says directly on the left side of the, you know.
And you were quite angry. You can like hear it in the music. You were very angry.
Yeah.
Against the world.
Yeah.
But that's how it is. If the young generation will start with music a bit revelation. and then at first you were against everything. Sure.
It was also, you have to think, I think, in the history, in Germany, it's so that the normal institutions and so on, that was full of old fascism, that was the old men from the war still were in all institutions, and if you look different, and if you try to find your own way, you always have struggle and problems on the street. It was normal because in the history that was a fascistic land, and it's just changed now all the time. In this time, the teachers or something.
It was a big trauma you have had in the past.
Yeah,
You say that.
yeah, and the Germans, yes, of course. But it was so the teachers and everything were fascistic. Live with it, and we have to be against to change something.
So this leads us to summer of '78, when you came to Iceland, your sort of homeland.
Yeah. Not sort of, it's the homeland.
Yeah. And how did that come around that you came here? Did you ask for it yourself, or?
No, that was Gestur.
Your friend Gestur?
Yeah, that's the cousin from us. He said,
Gestur Guðmundsson.
Yeah, and he said, you have to, because he knows us and visit us in Hamburg, and so you have to come to Iceland. And then he talked with Nick Guðmundsson.
I think it was
Ámundason. Yes.
It's like a manager.
Yeah. And then he said, okay, let's do it. And then we came over for, I think, 3 or 4 weeks.
I played a lot, all over.
Yeah, all once around. But not on the east side, I think. It's only on the west side. But from Reykjavik to Akureyri, all stops, in foreign lands, nothing, just a house, and we thought, what's going on there? And suddenly in the evening comes the buses and stuff, and suddenly it was crowded.
And how did it work out?
Strange, but funny. Strange, and we had a lot of fun.
You were kind of, this was not the usual things those people were hearing?
Maybe it's also because there was a bit the lost guys from Iceland coming from Germany back to us and bring us the new music. That was the point.
It was a bit strange.
And you looked, of course, like punk rockers, and nobody looked like this here.
Yeah,
we had attitude, and
we had always a support band, an Icelandic support band that played disco, the top 40. Before,
like bræðurnir.
It's a heartache, nothing but a heartache. And it was quite strange for us.
And did you play like the last, or before the disco band? Or?
No, last. That was the support band, and then we played our punk, and somebody looks like, what's going on here?
And what would you say that was the most successful of those concerts? Because
in Iceland.
In Iceland. Because you played this Rauðhetta festival.
Yeah.
During the bank holidays.
I think that you mean this festival outside.
Yeah, outside festival.
Yeah, that was strange because as we drive with the car to the stage, all struggling on the van and try to
people.
And what's going on? And it was a bit, I don't know how I call it, maybe a bit aggressive atmosphere. And we heard also that they, from the mean act from the day before, they put him out from the stage, and because they don't like him, what he played. And that was a bit aggressive atmosphere. And therefore we drive with the car to the stage through the crowd and open it, bring the amps on the stage and start it directly. With no sound check, nothing, and played 1 hour, something like this, and then put the stuff inside again and close it and want to move, and then they stop the car again, the mess, and again, and then we had to open the van, and then they give us so much booze and self-made beer, self-made booze, and that, oh, you don't have to leave on.
They were just trying to be friendly, but you thought they were attacking you.
It was quite serious.
Yeah, this was of course, before beer in Iceland, so everybody was always very drunk.
Yeah, that was also in Iceland. There's 3 streets, and where on every weekend, the kids comes and drink till the coma drinking.
That was where we found you in a tent, huh?
Oh yeah, that was somewhere, I don't know where. Also a gig somewhere in Iceland, and then they had a hostel, hotel, something like this, and I met there a few guys, and we drank together, and then they said, I'll come to our place, and I said to the guys to the hotel, okay, we'll see us later in the hotel, and then we climbing down a mountain, and there was a tent on a river, and that's our place, and that was a tent, I think, maybe for 4 people or something. We were with 20 people over, 15 people. And I was also quite drunk, and we were waked up from sheeps. They all beat me up in the tent. And I don't know where I was and where the guys are, and were somewhere in this big Iceland.
This is what you this is what will happen to you in Iceland.
That's normal for you, for us was a bit funny. And a great concert was in Akureyri. That was really good. Then we also had a problem because we played our set, and there was not big clapping and so on, but that we don't notice if they liked it or not, but they don't leave us from the stage. They said no, play it again, play all again. And we can't leave the stage, the big guy standing there around me. And we have to play the whole set again. And at the end of the concert, the end was that Peter, brother and drummer, makes 2 on the one of the crash cymbal and one of the other, and both cymbals broken and from the stands, and flew through the room. And then they said, okay, that was enough. And then they start to clap, and
that was a little bit as if we made a gig, and the people didn't know what's that. Play again. They started to
is it good? Are the people? Do we like also the persons or not? How they handle it? Because they don't know what's there.
Right, but we didn't know how to handle it, and so they start again. We have to think about it.
And because that we heard what they want, and we do it, and don't we arrogant or something like this, then it makes click, and then they said, okay, you're fine, and then it was, you know.
Did you play in Reykjavik?
Yeah, Hotel Saga.
Ah, okay. That's not the right place to play.
There were I don't know 20 people or something.
It was so.
It was funny because they had a neon Säule,
like a traffic light, or something, you know. And it was so because it was only allowed to be the loudness till I don't know 70 dB or something like this. And if it's getting over this point, then the whole electricity getting out, you know.
And it's when the color is
red.
So then green and so on, then yellow and orange.
And then the electricity fall down. And we put our amps on the stage and just only plugged our guitars in, and it made boom, and the electricity. Then at first we have to search the whole room for the microphones for this thing, till we found all. You know, that takes us 1 or 2 hours or so. And then we start playing it. Always this red light there.
We didn't find one. But that was not enough to make the electricity go down. And the color was always in red. So we didn't need a light show.
And I think your father designed the bar
Yeah.
in this hotel, Nýmisbad.
Yeah.
Not only the bar, there was lots of things.
Yeah.
The whole interior.
So
makes
you
a lot of paintings also on the wall and mosaics and so on.
Have you been there now to this?
They are
Hotel Saga?
building that.
Yeah.
The Hotel Saga isn't.
I think the bar maybe went to Vestmannaeyjar.
I don't know what. Tomorrow we will meet the guy from the Theater Museum and from the National Library, and I think we will know more about that. But we had a deal with the Hotel Saga that we brought the whole old stuff from my father again to the hotel, and because they wanted to renovate something and in the old style again, and then after Corona the Hotel Saga was finished.
But did you meet any punk people here in Iceland when you?
No, not yet, but I know.
No, I mean when you came, 78.
Really punk people.
Did you meet anybody that looked like you?
Not really.
No.
Not really. No. No.
So it was all like 70s people with long hair and.
Yeah, and on the in the countryside, a lot of what do you think? Normal-looking persons, like fishermen and so on. It was all different kinds of people. I think because it was something like, oh, there's something playing here in the countryside from Germany with that something like. I go to I go into theater or something like this, you know, and we have to look at it.
It was like a spectacle
for
the people.
And therefore it was all kind that wasn't there because they liked the music.
Yeah, you were 2 years too soon.
Yeah.
But then you.
But otherwise, therefore, it was a real adventure.
Yeah, of course.
And also for the people.
And you brought some of your album, and that was sold, and people like me got it, and lots of other people.
Good for you and good for us.
Yeah. And then you went to Germany and did another album and another one and another one. And then you sort of went into more theatrical
Yes.
business.
Yeah, we make a lot of it because there you can earn money, you know, but you have to live, you have to eat, you have to drink, you know, and also the whole family comes from the theater. It's something, you know.
What did your mother do?
She was an actress in Iceland,
Yeah.
and they learned. My father works on a theater, and my mother was there, and then
Just over there.
then it was.
Yeah, so, and you still live in Hamburg?
Me, I'm living.
Yeah.
I live now at the Baltic Sea in Germany. It's 120 kilometers from Hamburg to the north.
And you lost your brother?
Yes,
Peter?
27.
27. 17.
No, 20.
Yeah,
Yeah, 27. Yes.
2007, yeah.
Yeah, 2000.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And this fourth man, is he around?
Yeah, he also lives there, surrounding from Hamburg, and we have a lot of contacts with him. Yeah, he's a friend, still a friend. And we also made always again music together. So also we were a few years ago. We had a concert on a festival in Petersburg, and sometimes we play out. We have a few recordings at my studio, our studio.
So the band is still together? Or?
We never stop the band, but we don't play at the moment.
Yeah.
You know, we can do what we want. We don't have to say no. We are finishing it because
It's
no
an
interest. You know.
But anyway, we quit with the label soon. We made 2 records.
Yeah, big balls.
Yeah. And then we signed, I think, for a 3rd one, but we told them we don't want to make a 3rd record.
Yeah.
Then we started our own label, Balls Records, and they're called Balls Records.
Balls.
But the Big Balls isn't our label. That's
I know.
Yeah. Our label, that was Balls Records, and then we make our own stuff.
Yeah. It seems to be, you know, some confusion with your name of the band, like Big Balls and the Great White Idiot.
Yeah.
And then only Big Balls. Oh.
Yes, we change it sometimes.
Yeah.
Then we said, you know, it's the most just say, they don't
Big
say,
Balls.
hey, Big Balls and the Great White Idiot comes in town. They just say, hey, Big Balls, would you like to play? And then we just call Big Balls. Then we liked again.
Then there was also a problem because we thought Big Balls and Great White Idiot, it's a good name, and we can also say, okay, Big Balls. And then another band came on the market and called Big Balls, and that's AC/DC cover band. So sometimes my wife is coming from middle part of Germany, and friends from her thought when they see, oh, Big Balls are playing over here, they bought a ticket, and then
Let's see
together.
AC/DC.
It was AC/DC, and by the way, the oldest brother from Angus and Malcolm, that was also a producer at this time. Alec Young, And he was, we take him over to Iceland with us. He was making the tour together with us.
Who?
He was Alec Young.
Eric.
Yeah,
Alec.
Alec Young.
A-L-E-C.
The oldest brother from Malcolm and
Okay.
Angus.
Oh.
And he was our sound engineer. We take him with us.
Yeah, that's
It's quite interesting, maybe.
Interesting news.
Because he played here also on old 60 bands, Grapefruit and
Easy Beats.
Johnny Paris.
Johnny Paris was
Yeah, wasn't he the guy living in Scotland or something?
Yeah,
Or
Yeah, but he was in the 60s. He was in more in England more.
Yeah,
You know. And he comes because of Star Club times and so on. Then he stranded in Hamburg at the 76, 75 or something like this. And then he works with a publisher together. That was the same publisher as we had. And then he started to produce our second album.
Okay, so he produced the second one.
Yeah.
And he also helped us with the lyrics and with the sometimes and also producing. So sometimes
the English.
he always showed up and was interested in what we are doing and helped us a little bit. And also the contact to London, to the big studio from the other brother from them, the Gooseberry studio. He made the contact, so get it a bit.
And we had a funny session because we had the same publisher and so on, as I told. And AC/DC, that was also, they started 70s and 78 like us, and they wasn't famous, they were just a young band. And we make recordings together with AC/DC in this small rehearsal studio from the publisher, 8-track studios. And we had a funny time together.
So the two bands playing together?
Yeah. It was so that they played a few songs from us, recording, and we played from them. But these recordings are away. You can't find them anymore because the studio was
This would have been a fantastic
somebody
piece of music.
Somebody has it. We don't know
You have
who.
to find it. You're sitting on a gold mine.
Somebody has it.
So it was, what's his name, the singer who died?
Bon Scott.
Bon Scott, he was doing gammal punk.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. It was Gonna Be Red. They played also.
Okay. I think we're good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.